Even visited me personally on her next trip to Bombay, and she came and spoke to me. Rather, I spoke to her and she just heard me out. And during that conversation, she spoke about Baba, and that was the first time I learned a little about Baba. I am not a Baba lover till now, and I had never heard of Baba. But once I spoke to Mrs. Umrigar, she casually mentioned, that see if you can make a trip to Mehrabad. And up until then, we were never ritualistic. My husband and me, Ravi is here. We were never ritualistic or spiritual, or we just believed in doing our, karma, they say. So we looked after Rohan, took him for his therapies and gave him all that we could. So visiting any religious spots or shrines was never on our priority list. But somehow, within the next 2 weeks, the trip to Mehrabad worked out. And Ravi, who never gets leave from work, he got 2 days off, and we just took off. Once we went to Mehrabad, I must admit that I went there with a very selfish purpose. Baba lovers are going to kill me because I wasn't interested so much in the Samadhi as I was looking out for Rohan. And for those of you who've read Sounds of Silence, you know what I mean, because someone or the other has found their loved ones at the Samadhi, and I went to find my loved one, my son, at the Samadhi. So I looked here and there, and I was very disappointed because I didn't see Rohan in any form. And then I said, okay, now let me go to the Samadhi. So I walked up and I sat there, and silence is such an important word for today. And at the Samadhi, silence speaks. It was so silent and so calm and so peaceful, and somehow that just came down upon me. And to say what I gained from my visit to Mehrabad, see, we are all human beings and we are very materialistic. I am extremely materialistic. I went to Baba to get something in return. And knowing my selfish motives, he still gave me something in return. There was this, heaviness on my heart, that lump in my throat. When you speak about your child who you've lost, your only child, you can't really speak, and you're just sobbing away to anybody and everybody. That went away. No, it didn't. I'm still doing it, but that became much less, and I could breathe easily, and I could smile thinking of Rohan. So I think that is what Baba gave me, and I'm just beginning to know Baba. My second stage would be believing in him, and by the time Mrs. Umrigar launches her third book, I would be a staunch Baba lover too. So Baba did not make magic happen for me. I went expecting miracles, that I'll see Rohan, I'll see a child on a wheelchair and I'll know that's Rohan. I expected a lot, I didn't get that much, but we still got a lot of strength to deal with our grief. And we're still doing it, but it's happening, it's a little easy now. Coming back to the message we received, when Mrs. Umrigar visited me, she also got me a message from Carl. It was Baba's message from Carl. And I desperately wanted to know about my son, why did he go away so suddenly. There was this guilt with Ravi and me, that in his final moments, Rohan depended on us for everything, for feeding, changing, bathing, everything. And in his final moments, we just couldn't do anything for him to save him. So that guilt was there with us, because we were in the same room, on the same bed with Rohan. When he just sang his last song, he closed his eyes and he just went away. So there was this guilt, and we were we used to wonder if Rohan held us responsible for letting him just go away without even trying to save him. So that just added to our sorrow. But I asked Mrs. Umrigar to please, find out something, get me some message from Carl. And this message, when she got it from me, it was most overwhelming. My son could not hear or speak, and he never learned to read or write. So there was this, deep urge, deep desire to communicate some words with him. That's when I requested her to initiate me into water writing. which he did, and I'm hoping, I mean, he never went to school. Rohan doesn't know ABCD. I don't even know if he'll communicate with me in Hindi or English, but I'm hoping someday he'll learn to write and send me some messages. So it's happening. Many may doubt the authenticity of Carl's message and question my belief in auto writing, but for me the answers were found in the message itself. The fact, we basically, the guilt was even more than the grief, and this message, when I read out these lines to you, will tell you why I so readily believed in it. Because I wanted to believe, and second is why. I quote from the message. Baba says, Rohan took on this very difficult journey for a reason. He chose his parents accordingly, and you have fulfilled every single need that he had. Baba sends you and your dear husband a lot of love and blessings for being the perfect instrument to further the journey of one who had chosen such a difficult life and helped him to go through it with flying colors. God bless you both. Love, Carl. So, I mean, I think Rohan loved us and he doesn't hold us responsible for his going away. We miss him, and I think we always will. In Rohan's passing away, we found Baba, and sometimes I used to wonder if we found Baba much earlier, would Rohan still be with us? But that's not how it is. We all walk through a predestined path. The only difference lies in battling it alone or holding somebody's hand to help you go through that path. That's it. Thank you so much.
Now, just one more little story to share. Each one of us, I find so many people coming to Mehrabad and wondering if they've done the right thing. We all have a guru. Everybody has someone whom they believe in. When they come to Mehrabad, they wonder, I believed in Sai Baba, now I'm believing Baba. Is it okay? I believe in Jesus, now I believe in Baba. Is it okay? I believe in Jajusta. Should I change or not, change to Baba? So, there's one more lovely story which Rupam will share with you. Rupam, where are you? Yeah. And this is what happened to her. There's a chapter in the book also which is called Changing Masters, which is Rupam's story. But I think it would be nice if you listen to it herself.
Jai Baba. This was in the year 2000, about 10 years from now, when I read the book Sounds of Silence by Nan Umrigar. I was going through a personal crisis, a work-related crisis, and I needed some answers urgently. And I was led to this book. And there were two very important, very startling facts that changed